very best, like no one ever was.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Vintage Pokemon Hunter Brothers. Today's going to be quite a bit different than all the other videos. If you just like Pokemon openings, you might not want to see this one. I will show some of my cool Pokemon stuff, but most of this is going to be just a behind the scenes look at my studio, the things that I use, the editing software I use, and how I put a normal video together. So I hope you guys all enjoy, and here we go on the tour. All right, so this is the studio desk and the chairs. I just have the one chair set up right now, and the other one off to the side since the coronavirus thing's going on and brother's not here with us right now. I got the table and chair from IKEA, and then I also see, or you can see right here, is this is a stand for the mini camera, usually the camera that's looking at the cards. And I usually have it set up with the screen facing me so I can see the card, and I could also see what all of you guys are going to be seeing. So I make sure that it's set up down here so you guys have that awesome view of the Pokemon boxes and the awesome pulls and the soda cans or the other things that I want to set up back there. I also have my sleeves, my hard sleeves, and some cards off to the side. So if I pull anything, I have the proper sleeve in case to put those in. Over here, normally I have the things that I'm going to videotape later on. This is what I use for my audio. It's a Blue Yeti mic, and yeah, it's what a lot of people use, and it's pretty great. Normally they have it a lot closer to themselves, but I just don't like it I don't like it to be in the video. I think it just takes something away, so I try to keep that out. This is our tripod right here that we have back here, and this is also just a piece of cardboard, just a white piece of cardboard, so you don't see anything behind. It doesn't take from the, I don't know, just the quality of the video. We have that white cardboard behind the Pokemon stuff. And yeah, and here's a tripod, and I have this little attachment right here, so when I'm all by myself and I need to put out a video, I have my old iPhone up here, and I have it hooked up to the Yeti mic, and then I have my new iPhone hooked up there, and I can take a video just myself. When my wife's here, she'll use the Canon, and we'll hook it up over here. As you can see, the green screen, if you notice the background of my videos tends to change. I like to have it kind of go along with the theme of the video. If it's new stuff, I'll have like new generation Pokemon. If it's old stuff, I'll have like maybe the generations of the Pokemon that I'm gonna be pulling, or if it's a news video, I'll have like new stuff go on. I like the green screen for that. And I'll put the price of how much this green screen setup costs, just the stands and the green screen. It wasn't as expensive as I thought it was. Same with the lighting. So when you're doing these videos, if you want to do them at nighttime and stuff, you want to make sure that you have proper lighting. So the lighting, you want to make sure there's a certain bulb. I want to say it's like a certain lumen count or something like that. So you don't come out looking orange or something. There was a video or two where I came out looking orange. So yeah, I have this light set up right here. Yeah, so those are big things. This cord right here, that's just for the Yeti. So that's what plugs into my iPhone right here. If I use the Canon, then normally I have it set up to the iPhone over there. That's it for the studio. I'll go ahead and I'll open up my laptop, and I'll do a little screen share, and I'll show you what goes on when I start editing one of the YouTube videos. Guys, so hopefully the audio is a bit better now that I'm using the Blue Yeti mic and not just my iPhone microphone. So this is where I edit my videos once I record them. I'll go ahead and I'll open up iMovie. After dropping them from the phone to the iMac, we'll go ahead and we'll create new. Go to movie. And I'm not going to, I mean, this takes hours to edit. So this is just a real quick kind of go through. So the first thing that I do is I figure out what kind of background I'm going to use for the green screen. So for this one, this is probably a cruddy one that I tried before. I was like, oh yeah, here's a Moltres. And here's the other thing. If you want to make sure that's like high def, like this one already looks really blurry. So that's going to be kind of a cruddy background from the get-go. Shoot, I don't want to use a cruddy background even for this thing. So I think I have this one. This one's a better one. So it'll be, and this one was probably not used. I don't know. But okay, so that's going to go on the bottom. And then here's the video of myself. It'll go on the top. This right here, this shrinks or expands the whole timeline of the video. So there's Jess and there's the dog in our photos. Oh Lord. Okay. So yeah, so right here, I line it up. I stretch this out so it'll be the background for the whole thing. So you match it up. Perfect. Go ahead and click on the green screen. You crop it so the rest of the stuff is going to be out. So crop to fill. And now you won't see the white stuff. You won't see the background. And then I'll go ahead and I'll move it up. So you'll just see me. And then the selection for green screen is right here. So boom, bam. Now you see that. Now I'll go ahead and I'll play it, make sure that there's not like weird flickering on the sides, which sometimes there's a little bit because my lighting isn't perfect. My green screen wasn't the most expensive and the camera's not the most expensive. So there's little things like that. So yeah, so that's done. Now the thing with, since I just use the free version of iMovie, I have to upload these a few times. So what I would normally do right now is I would go ahead and I'd click this right here, and I don't know what is this. Yeah, I click this right here, and then it'll download this right here, and it'll combine them. And then once I combine them, then I'll go ahead and I'll find the video of the cards. So I'll show you what that looks like. So here we go. So we'll just pretend that this is now downloaded with the background. So I have it right here, and then this is the video with the cards right there. So a lot of people are like, oh, how do you do the picture-in-picture? This is how you do the picture-in-picture. Now, I switched it around, and a lot of people, and I'll show you how a lot of people do it because it's probably the better way, but I don't know. I like to show myself more than the cards sometimes, but a lot of people, they just usually have themselves real small in the corner. So if you're going to have yourself real small in the corner and show the cards, what you want to do is you want to have the cards on the bottom, you up on top. And these aren't from the same videos. I just grabbed this one from my junk, so it's not going to match up perfectly. But I'll show you. Normally, too, when you have two things like this, like I showed you before, the camera showing me is the one that's hooked up to the Blue Yeti. So what I do is normally in the beginning, I clap. See how I clapped like that? And you see down here, those marks where it has that clap? It also has the marks right here. So I can identify them. And what you want to do is you want to expand these as big as possible. And what you'll do is you'll line them up. So I would line this up with that. And to do that in iMovie, you'd select, and I use shortcuts. So I do like Command B, delete this right here. And then I would go ahead and I would move them to the claps. And then what I would do is I would listen to them over and over again. And I'd make sure that there was no delay with the noise and the claps. Let's see what we can hear right now, if we can hear anything. Hey guys, I got one more thing for the guys. Now, those are two different videos, so that's why it's you know, I'm saying one thing in one and one thing in the other. They're not from the same opening. But yeah, so normally what I do is I'd align the claps and I'd listen to it a little bit and I'd make sure that there was no echo, or else my mouth would be moving and the words won't be matching up. And that's pretty distracting. And in my videos in the beginning, I'd get frustrated and sometimes I'd be like, whatever, you can't tell that much. So yeah, okay. So back to what we're going on in the beginning is picture-in-picture. So we have this one on the bottom and the other one on the top, and we want to have, say you want to have you small up on the top. So you click on the top one right here, and you just go here and go to picture-in-picture. And then boom, there I am. Right now it's in dissolve. So instead of just being abruptly me, it just kind of dissolves in or just comes in. So yeah, you could decide what size, you can move yourself around. Sometimes I usually have the cards down here and me and my brother up there. Watch, we'll play it now. Hey guys, I got one more thing for the. And that's what it looks like right there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. What I also do after a while is I moved a lot of my things that I use a lot. Like, yeah, so this is my intro. So after, I usually do quite a few downloads. So I'll do the download for the green screen. Then I'll do the download with me in the corner and zooming onto the parts of the cards that I want. And then I'll do a final one where I enter our intro and I'll enter the outro. I put music in the outro, so I'll do that at the end. And I also do like the prices. If I'm going to do prices and stuff, I'll do that at the end. And to do the prices, there's a bunch of different ways, but I usually just go to titles and I'll choose like this one right here and I'll add it. And then I'll put audio, and I always do like the bell transition. That's the cool little, yeah, sounds like Antique Roadshow bell transition thing. That's what I normally use. And for this, normally I try to find like a cool part that's going to grab everyone's attention. Like I'm about to, maybe the reaction of the best pull, or maybe like a really cool story, like a little cliffhanger. So the audience kind of wants to be like, oh yeah, this is going to be interesting. I can't wait to see it. So I usually have like maybe 3 seconds of that. And then boom, it goes into the intro. And then it goes into me, saying, hey, everybody. So what I would do is I would go through here and I would just find the part with myself. I wouldn't use this, and I would find a cool part and I would just select it. So Command B, and then I would copy, and then I would just move it down over here. Command V is a shortcut. Oh, just put it right there. See, I move right here, and then I would get this part right there. Boom. This is my little intro that I created. I used a template. I forget what the service was called, but I used a template just to put my stuff in there, and I chose the colors to match myself. Then I found a song to go with it right here. So this is the song that everybody loves. And then sometimes I usually put it in right here so the transition goes really well. And then right here, you can make it crescendo into the song, or you can make it go away. Then you could also, same thing, like Command B, stop it right there. And then so it's a smooth transition. I usually leave a few seconds with my talking, and then I have the music slowly fade away, and I do that. So that's a quick version of how I do everything for the videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If this is your kind of thing, this is mainly a video just to direct people when they ask me like, hey, what cameras do you use? What software do you use to edit? And I mean, this is a process too. You're not gonna have the lights and everything right when you decide, and you don't need that kind of stuff. The number one thing you need for YouTube videos when you're starting off is just content. You have a great idea, or you really enjoy doing something, just have your iPhone. That's what I did for like my first few videos. I stood my iPhone up on books or like hats, or my brother just videotaped me with his iPhone, and we just put things up. We didn't have a white screen or like the cardboard up yet. I'd watch other people's videos and I'd be like, oh, I want my video to be more like this or more like that. And like every month or a few weeks when I had some money, I would buy the next thing that I'd be like, oh, you know what? I really loved that video, but the audio sucked. So I need to get something for the audio. I really like this video, but the lighting's not good. So let me see what kind of lighting I need to get. So yeah, I'm sure I showed the prices for the lighting. It wasn't as crazy expensive as I thought it was going to be. There are really expensive lighting setups, and then there's more affordable ones. And maybe once I get a few thousand subscribers, if I decide to keep on doing this, I might upgrade the lighting and I might get a better camera. But this is where I'm at a 500 subscriber range. And this is probably, I think it's a good place to be at the 500 subscriber range. If I get 10,000 subscribers and I start making some money, might upgrade some things. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this is something you guys all enjoy. You guys all have a great day. Bye.